Hey guys, 4 here today. My Xbox just recently broke, so I don't have much to do right now, gameplay wise, so I figured I'd make a real quick tutorial on how to do simple keyframing in Cinema 4D for anybody that likes to edit. One of the things I'm going to be doing with the keyframing is I'm going to add a text into here and a shadow effect just so that it looks like you have a text that's actually floating on the map to make it look pretty realistic in your editing. It makes it look a lot more professional. So you're going to want to open up Cinema 4D. You're going to want to go up to this little button up here. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's to the right of this little 3 section right here. People do this last, but I do it first just because that's just how I do it. You want to go hit General, and you want to make sure it's on full render. Output, the width, 1280 by 720, and leave everything else here the same. You want to have frame range, current frame, because we're just going to do a still picture. You want to save it as a PNG, and you can just call it whatever you want. I'll call this one tutorial. Leave multipass the same. On anti, you want to go to best right here, options, leave everything here the same, exit out of that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to double click down here in your materials box and it'll bring up a material. Double click on that again and you want to uncheck specular. Okay, and go back up to color and you want to hit this little arrow that's directly next to texture and hit load image. And when you load your image, you're going to go through your computer and find the image that you want to add a shadow effect to and a text. For this one, I'm going to use an image of Terminal from a cinematic. Whenever this pops up, just hit no. And as you can see, you're going to have this little circle that looks like it has part of the map on it. It's not going to look like a sphere when you put it in. It'll flatten out. After you do that, you want to go up to this little area right here. You want to click and hold it in, and then highlight over background and let go. It'll bring a background up right here. You want to click on material and drag it onto the background. Now, my Cinema 4D is messed up. These edges won't appear for you, so you don't have to worry about that. But whenever you hit the little pre-render button right here, you should have a full picture of the map. And as you can see, there's nothing there, but we're going to put a text in. And so what you want to do is go to Mode Graph. And this is if you have Cinema 4D R12. Go down to Mode Text, and for the sake of this tutorial, I will just name it my gamer tag, which is 4. I usually make the depth about 100. My font, it always varies, but for this tutorial, I'm going to use Batman Forever Alternative. I think it looks pretty nice. And after you make your text, you want to go to Caps, Start, Fillet Cap, End, Fillet Cap, and then fillet type. Change that from convex to 1 step. I'm sorry if I'm going fast. I'm trying to get all this in as quick as possible. And what I do is I usually find how big I want it, and for this specific picture, I want the text to be angling up towards the camera. So I hit this little rotation button right here, and I will just hold Shift and rotate it up towards the camera a little bit, and then I'll go back to this little cross right here. And so once I find the place I want it, I want it a little lower, and I want to zoom out on it. Okay. I still want it a little lower and a little angled. And I mean, this is all preference, and it also depends on the picture that you have. Still want it a little lower. I gotta have my stuff perfect. It's a pet peeve of mine. A little lower. Okay, so right there looks pretty good for me. Okay, so now, right now it doesn't look too realistic because you don't have a shadow in. So what you want to do is you want to click the button again where we got the background from and go to Floor. And you want to take the floor and you want to bring it below your text. That's very important, below your text. Okay, and you want to right click on the floor, go to Cinema 4D Tags, go to compositing, and you want to uncheck self shadow and check compositing background. Okay, if you don't, you'll have a big black line coming across your screen and it'll look really bad. Okay, so another thing you want to do is, let me pre-render this real quick. Okay, what you want to do is you want to take your same material and put it on the floor. Okay, but after you do that, you want to click on the material itself over here in the top right, and you want to change projection to frontal. And when you do that, you can notice that that little silver box went away. And if you notice on my screen how I have those different little sections of the picture on the side, it won't be there when you render, so you don't have to worry about that. And now, what you want to do for the shadow is you want to click the same button again that we've been doing for everything, and you want to click light. Okay, and now this is, once again, this is all preference. This is all wherever you think it looks best. Okay, I'm going to put it about right there. It should have a pretty nice shadow for me. But whatever you want to, the minute you put the light in, click on the light, go down here, go to shadow, click shadow, and click shadow maps soft, and change the density. I usually do about 60. Like most of this is all opinion based, whatever you think looks the best. And now, if you notice right now, the shadow is huge. Okay, and to make the shadow smaller, you want to raise the light. The higher the light is, the smaller the shadow will be. Pre-rendered again. See, that looks pretty good, but I still wanted to go a little bit higher so you don't see the exact outlines of every word, every letter. I mean, now see, that looks pretty good. I like that right there. But now I want to add a color to my text. Color is preference again, but usually I like to use like a grayish white color. I use color. I make that white. Go down to reflection, click reflection, and make that. I usually do about a gray, and then I change the brightness to about anywhere between 50 and 60. That's all preference. Uncheck specular, and exit out of that. And then you want to click the material, drag and drop onto the mode text. And if you pre-render, you can see the text didn't change much in color, but it gave it a little more professional look to it, a little better edge. And now, right now is the part that might get a little tricky for some people. It's the keyframing. It doesn't really take that long to figure out. It's really easy after you get the hang of it. But what you want to do is you want to click on your mode text and you want to start at 0 frames. You want to drag your text below the floor so you can't see it anymore. Okay, and if I hit pre-render, it's gone. I don't see it. Okay, so on 0 frames, I want to hit this little button down here, this red button, the third one to the left. Click that. Okay, and if you notice, you have this little blue box that comes up below the 0. And now drag your cursor all the way to about 80 frames, and then you want to take your text and drag it back up to the same spot that you had. You can pre-render to make sure you like that spot. Looks pretty good to me. And then you're going to hit the keyframe button again. Okay, and now if you notice, when I play this, hold on, sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Now it's working good. Okay, so after you keyframe it, you see when I play it, it slowly comes out of the ground, and if I were to pause it right here, you can see that the shadow is there. If I go back a little bit, you'll notice that it's rising up out of the ground, the shadows a little bit, and this will look really professional and stylish, because as it comes out of the ground, it looks like it's literally coming out of the ground, and the shadow gets bigger as it goes higher. You can see right here, it's like still inside of the ground. It looks very cool, very professional. And usually for this, I click right here and make this 200 frames. You can slow it down and speed it up. It's all preference. Oh, sorry, not this. Keep that 90. Make this one down here 200 frames. And then you can drag this to make your timeline smaller or bigger. And I like that because I can speed it up, slow it down, whatever I need to do. So as you can see, my text comes out of the ground. Looks pretty sweet. Alright, so that's basically it, keyframing wise. So what you want to do to render, you want to click the button again here that we clicked in the beginning. You want to go to output, frame range, all frames, 0 to 200. 30 frames a second is fine. Everything else is fine. You just want to pick a spot and save it to wherever you think looks the best. Oh yeah, and sorry, switch format from PNG to QuickTime Movie. Please excuse what I said in the beginning. That was an accident. Options, this is fine. 30 frames a second, animation, quality best. And then just exit out of that, and you're going to hit render. Thanks guys for checking out this tutorial. I'll bring more to you. Give me comments on what you might want to see in a couple days to come, and like and subscribe. Thanks guys. This is before I'm out. Peace.